So here we are, the rolling Surrey Hills, an area of outstanding natural beauty. Now, actually, I love being here because this is where it all began for me. This is where I fell in love with van life. This is the very first place that I realised that I want to live in a van. So yeah, the Surrey Hills is always going to have that special place in my heart, but it's beautiful here. I'm just passing Box Hill now. We've got Denby's Wine Estate, the largest vineyard in England, I think it is. It might be Britain. It's just absolutely beautiful here. Great place to come in your campervan, motorhome, and find a nice campsite, and you'll go on some beautiful walks, some of the best walks in the country. So today I'm heading to an award-winning farm shop, which is actually a Brit Stop as well. So you can park up overnight if you're a Brit Stop member. I do recommend the Brit Stop membership. I find it really, really useful for moving about. But this time on a farm shop, amazing. So this farm shop wins awards for its amazing locally sourced produce. So I'm going to explore what they've got in, and I'm going to cook something really nice using produce from that farm shop.
Time left to figure things out. Deep underneath all the laser, your doubts. There's a heart gone out of rhythm in despair. Held underwater, fire for it. Breathe in, breathe out. Hey, come alive. Breathe in, breathe out. Look at the colors around.
It's an absolutely beautiful day, beautiful park up, and they've got this little bee garden area. They call it the bee garden. It says beware down there, so I'm assuming there's some beehives down there, so maybe they've got their own honey. I hope so, make something nice with some honey, but they're certainly growing their own things around here. And what a beautiful little seating area. So I'm going to cook my dinner out here. The door open in the van, might even get the cob out, yes. And I've got this lovely place here to sit and eat my dinner. So I can't actually see any beehives, but it does say, do not pass this point without supervision. So I'm going to respect the rules there. I'm not going to explore this way as much as I want to. I'm going to respect those rules, as I should, as we all should. So the farm shop itself is actually quite small, but it wins loads of awards. They've actually got this branch, and I believe they've got a branch at Denby's Wine Estate as well, which is probably bigger, but this is the main one. And they're very passionate about keeping this garden nice as well. So I'm really looking forward to cooking something from their shop, cooking it in the van and eating it in their beautiful little area there. What a great, great, great park up. So look at this amazing selection of tomatoes. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, about 15 or so different varieties of tomato there. And you all know I love tomatoes. Okay, so we go for some new forest asparagus. Getting towards the end of the season for wild garlic, but we're definitely going to grab some wild garlic just because I love it. So asparagus, wild garlic. So all these tomatoes are grown from the Nutborn Nursery in Sussex. What an amazing selection. Where to go for? I mean, they've got mini San Mazzanos there. Beautiful tomato. Look at these. These Cocoa Classics, these look very different. You grab some of those because they look amazing. Wow, purple star vine. I need some more of these. These are delicious. Just gonna have to get some Jersey Royals. Lovely. Here we go, the village green honey. That'll be from the bees in the bee garden. Definitely getting some of this. So look at all these local wines. You've got Albury. Albury's around the corner, beautiful vineyard Albury. You've got the Greyfriars vineyard, I love Greyfriars, and loads from Denbies. And then they've got the legendary Surrey Gold. And we got the Silent Pool gins. Silent Pool just around the corner. This amazing Hampshire mead, foraged nettle. That sounds amazing. Traditional mead, elderflower, blueberry, chili mead. I've just got really lucky. Get a free sample here. So we've got Chalice mead, and this is the foraged nettle. Oh, it's very different in a very pleasant way. I like that. It's not too sweet. Mead is generally really sweet. Imagine this one to be quite sweet. This is blackberry. Oh, but that sourness kind of rounds off the sweetness. Oh, that's lovely. I'd drink a pint of that. So are we going lamb or are we going pork? They've got some amazing sausages as well. So many here. One thing I love about this farm shop is all of the various different local cheeses that you've never seen before. What we've got the Sussex Charmer here. What some of them words I can't even pronounce. Thank you ever so much.
You're welcome.
Wow, have I got some goodies. I am so excited about so much of this. I'll talk you through it in a moment. Okay, so wild garlic. Use that for almost anything. We've got some local asparagus. We have the Jersey Royals, great potato. For the protein, I've gone with lamb chops. I've brought a few extra things to tie all this together, some pine nuts. I'll explain that in a moment. I've got some San Marzano tomatoes. I've got some of the plum tomatoes. These are really interesting. I did buy a large Italian tomato as well. And then I got some more tomatoes as well. Tomatoes. But I'm going to make a little medley, and I'll tell you what I'm going to make in a moment. For the cheese, right, the cheese, Surrey is legendary for a famous cheese. Does anyone know? The Dirty Vicar cheese. The Dirty Vicar cheese, it's called the Dirty Vicar apparently because the vicar, I think the vicar's wife died, and he very soon, very soon, found himself a younger model afterwards. So they all called him the Dirty Vicar. It's a bit of a weird story, isn't it? But yeah, that's the Dirty Vicar cheese. And then we've got the Norbury Blue cheese, which is made in the same place, and you would need to buy that at the Village Green Farm Shop. So really excited to try the two legendary Surrey cheeses. I'll tell you what else I'm really excited about. is a beer, a Surrey beer, Crumbs Brewery. I think it's just round the corner again as well. It's in Reigate. It's brewed with like all the unsold bread. It's a stale bread. Crumbs Brewery, hence the name. So that's quite an interesting one. So I'm really looking forward to that beer. In fact, I might have this beer before I do any cooking and go and sit down there, enjoy the sunshine. Moments ago, I put it on my Instagram story, but moments ago, I'm just sitting here admiring the view, and a barn owl landed about 10 metres away from me on one of the posts. It just landed there and it stopped. I mean, Darcy was looking. I stared at it for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then I started to get a bit cocky and try and grab my camera and try and get it on shot, and it saw me and it flew away. But wow, a barn owl, it just doesn't happen very often. So here we go, the Village Greens raw honey. That's the bee alley that we're not allowed to go down. And how good is that? Just raw, unfiltered, untreated, unheated. It's just the honey straight out of the hive into the jar. So I am really excited about this one. So what an amazing selection of Surrey produce. Let's make something delicious. Okay, I've got it. I'm going to make a tomato salad with some sumac and some pickled red onion. And then I'm going to take these Jersey Royals. I'm going to make little mini jackets with some rosemary and Norbury blue. And then we're going to take that lamb and we're going to make a wild garlic pesto dressing to top it all off. It's going to be awesome.
Smash my guitar and stay tuned. Tired of the lies, they're all like me. Tripping all over you, babe. Tripping all over me. Tripping all over you, babe. Tripping all over me. Tripping all over you. Tripping all over me.
Absolutely beautiful tomatoes here. Chop these up into manageable sizes and we'll throw that into the salad. Just going to chop up some basil, crush it all up. Let's roughly sprinkle that in there. Okay, I'm just going to set that to one side and hang fire for that one. Always like to cook outside, any excuse, and the cob is my weapon of choice. The cob's just brilliant. It's going to give us that oven effect when we put the lid on. It's going to oven bake those potatoes. And then we're using the barbecue rack here as well, because we're just going to barbecue those beautiful pieces of lamb. We are going to make an amazing wild garlic pesto. Wow, that smells good. Oh yes. Oh, I absolutely love it. So we're going to be using the Piranha blender. If you haven't got yourself a Piranha blender, this is probably one of my favourite gadgets in the van. I use it for everything from chopping onions to making pesto. When making pesto, you really don't want to use an electric blender. The electric blenders get hot and they can scorch the leaves. So try to avoid that. And these manual blenders are perfect for that. So because I'm making pesto, I just want to lose the stalks for now. And we'll save those for a stock because they make an incredible stock. So now we've got that jammed into our blender there. We're going to add some olive oil. Then of course we need some Parmesan cheese. When I make pesto, I love to add lemon to it, so we're going to add some lemon zest in there. Trust me on this, it's amazing. Okay, so now we've got our pesto mix there. We are going to whiz this up in our blender. Let's move the knife. Give it a shake. Okay, that looks good. May need a little salt and pepper, but quick. We need to add. Oh, yes, that is yum. So we're just gonna add a bit of salt to that. And a little bit of pepper. And I want to add a tiny weeny bit more olive oil to loosen it up. Who needs a spoon? Oh, that is really good. Really, really good. So now we're going to cook the asparagus and we're going to add that to the tomato salad just for extra yumminess. So we're only going to use the tips, so we're going to just snap those off. They'll have a natural point where they just break off. There we go. Again, for your stock, I want to keep an eye on these potatoes because they are looking perfect. Amazing. Okay, we can take them out. So now we're just going to drain those lovely asparagus spears. What I like to do is just give them a little rinse under some cold water, just so they keep their colour. So now we can add them to our beautiful little salad there. Mix that all in. That just looks incredible. So just before we start with the star of the show, because this won't take too long to cook at all, we're gonna infuse this with this delicious village green honey, which is from these guys just here in front of the van. So let's just chop up some of those wild garlic stalks. We'll make a wild garlic balsamic honey to drizzle over the top of this. It's gonna be too good. Okay. So we're just gonna take this juice here, just for that acid to break it down. Let's give that a good mix. So we're just going to take these lovely, lovely cuts of lamb here. I'm just going to season one side. And then we're going to place that seasoned side down. Lovely charred Jersey Royals there. We're just going to cut them in half. Oh, lovely. We've got our little mini jackets there. Okay, so they're still hot. So we're going to use the dirty vicar cheese for these. Just gonna layer that in there. Beautiful, and then just close them up. I put a few sprigs of rosemary in that as well. You want that with your mouthfuls. Okay, let's turn the lamb. So just before we turn it, we want to season the other side. Lovely. And then let's flip them over. Gorgeous. So what I like to do for the last final moments is I'm going to take the honey glaze that we've got here, and I'm just going to drizzle it over the lamb just before we take it off. So I'm just going to use a little sieve there. Let's take it both sides. Just give that just a couple more minutes, and that is going to be seriously good. Just another little reminder that the cob always stays cool on the outside, so you can always move your cob. Literally just taking that off. I mean, the top's hot, but you can move that around. Do I trust her? I was just going to point out that the setting here is just perfect. I had that owl come over. I've been watching a buzzard circle in the field as well. It's just beautiful here. So I'm going to start laying the table. These beautiful little mini jackets. Ah, come on. Isn't this an amazing feast? Metal table, and I've got my silwy. Look, you can't knock anything over. Yeah, wow, what an amazing feast. I'm keen to try one of these jackets with the dirty vicar cheese. So we'll call this dirty vicar mini jackets. That's really nice, really nice. So we're gonna have a jacket on there. We're gonna have some of this lovely, beautiful, perfectly cooked lamb. Look at all that pink. And all that fat's gone all crispy and rendered down perfectly as well. And then we're gonna go with these amazing tomatoes. Yes. Let's just drizzle some of this. This honey that's infused with wild garlic and balsamic vinegar. Yum. And then we're gonna need some of this amazing wild garlic pesto. Let's put a big dollop of that on the side. Right, come on. This is quality dinner. Amazing Surrey produce on a plate. Nearly everything here is Surrey. How lucky am I to be sitting here in this beautiful, beautiful little bee garden. And this is a Brit Stop. So you've got to look out for this one. I'll link it below. But yeah, you've got to be a Brit Stop member to come here. But right. Man. Oh, this is just delicious. This is just so good. This dog is going crazy for this. I'm gonna give her a really nice tasty bit there. That bit looks delicious. You're lucky. All that crispy fat on there. Yum. Gently. Okay, now quietly wait. That lamb. Mmm. I feel like I've really done that lamb justice. It is really, really tasty. It's so flavoursome. You can taste the fresh lamb come through. And that wild garlic pesto, actually that's tastier than normal pesto. Really nice. And then I already started munching one here, but the Dirty Vicar cheese, it's a blue cheese. It's really nice. Put some of that pesto on there. Now we're talking. If you're getting married, you need these as your canapes. Dirty Vicar Jersey Royals. Look at that massive bit of asparagus there. This tomato salad is just to die for. They're like the nicest tomatoes. If you're not coming here for this amazing little park up and place to eat, come here for the tomatoes. That lamb is just melting away. And the sweetness of that honey glaze. Again, it's my Silwy glass. Never knocking that over. I need things like this in my life. Crumbs Brewing Rye Ruby Ale. That's brewed with unsold bread. Beer that fights food waste. I'll drink to that. I don't waste food. I could sit here all day talking about how good my food is. It's Surrey produce. So we've got the Surrey grown tomatoes just grown around the corner, the asparagus grown just around the corner. I do believe they grow things here as well, but yet to see that. The Jersey Royals just round the corner. The lamb from the butcher's just round the corner. The wild garlic is local. Just everything here is Surrey, all on my plate. And Surrey is producing some amazing produce. Let's see, this is why I've got such a big tummy. That lamb is so good. Isn't it, dog? Come on, it's your lucky day. So that certainly was a feast of feasts, a Surrey feast. So much of that was Surrey produce, and I do think that Surrey has some of the best produce in the world, especially things like the honey and cheese. Honey and cheese. Obviously wine as well. We have some amazing wines in Surrey. So cheese and wine. That's why all the posh people are in Surrey. But amazing food. Absolutely loved that lamb. That Surrey lamb was incredible. And I feel like I did it justice. I feel like by making that lovely wild garlic balsamic glaze, that worked really, really well and moulded in well with the wild garlic pesto. And then the salad on the side was really nice. The mixed tomato salad with sumac and red onion and an apple cider vinaigrette. Absolutely loved it. It was a really good meal. And I ate quite a lot of it. I'm going to bang on again about this amazing park up. It's the Village Farm Shop in Ockley. I'll put the link in there. But what a great stop. I mean, where else can you get this amazing little garden for your van? I'm hoping to see the barn owls. I'm saying barn owls because I took a little walk around the corner, probably where I shouldn't have, without realising I shouldn't have, of course. But there's a barn there, a big barn, and it looks like there's some nesting going on up in the rafters. So I think there's baby barn owls, and that's why Mama Barn Owl was out in the daytime looking for food for bubbers. That makes sense. So as the sun's starting to go, I'm currently in the golden hour, but I think as it gets a bit darker, the barn owl might come out again. So I'm going to try and have camera on standby and try and catch that for you. But obviously I can't promise. But on that note, this place is amazing at night. I've got a perfectly clear sky right now. As it gets dark, The stars are just amazing. I might even do a little time lapse if I can work it out. Never done one before, so I might do a time lapse. But this park up is just one of the best. So on that note, I am going to settle down, tidy up, and get ready for probably an early-ish night. But when those stars come out, I'll be out there watching.